Hello, everybody. Uh, Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I was trying to set up two live streams at different time, and YouTube drives me crazy. They didn't allow me to have a setup of two streams at the same time, so I had to work around and learn new things, and I had to delete everything so I can go ahead and start it. At least I can have this video stored. Later on, in about 6 hours, we'll have a live video, which is going to be in Bulgarian language. So I just kind of like want to remind you about the English-speaking auditory. Don't get mad about it because it's going to be for the Bulgarian auditory, and it's going to be with me and my friend and roommate Nuri. We're going to be talking about anger. But here I want to talk to you about something else today, something crucial, something very important that I knew for kind of like a long time. It's kind of like maybe what's connected with my childhood. I knew things, but kind of like that's maybe because most of the time I was looking up to the sky at nighttime compared to what everybody else was doing. Um, Maybe that connection with the universe is just strong sometimes, and it's hard to get this so much information's coming up for. This video, it's about if you haven't watched the news lately, but let's say in the past 2 days, you probably hear the news, that the center of the galaxy, it's a black hole. I talk about to a few people about this before, and they were officially, picture it. Because I understand something that correlates all this, kind of like puts all this together. And this video is about you to figure out things. On the yesterday video, I mentioned some of the stuff, but it's different when you understand why, what is your mission, what happened, what's going on, and what is your primary concerns as far as it concerns from within yourself. Why you beat the heck out of yourself to be a better person, to do all those spiritual learnings. Why? You want to find this answers deep from within, but you know the answers actually. The only thing is you haven't really go deep from within into your really core. But deeply looking into the core, you're actually looking into the core of the Milky Way, which is that black hole. Let me just get a little pictures for you because that will be kind of like helping you out for let's see, where is that? It was there it is, right here. Okay, so I want to show you actually the black hole, but I will begin with this image up here. I don't know if you kind of like seen it. Probably, I think you will. There we go. That's what this is looking like. And during this process, we were all one. You all understand what that all one is. Before that black hole that it's currently right now, it was much larger. It was much bigger. We were all in there. That was at a time when we were all in there. All this energy was there. All the environment was there. Everything. It's kind of like been there and spin around until all the contracts, all the situations, all the creations, it was made there. Once all it settled up, basically, that black hole explodes. Usually explodes of two opposite directions. That is the separations within people, within units, within soul, with material stuff, everything. It just spins around and creates the galaxy. That's how the galaxy actually creates. And this is how you look. This basically it's how we look like, you know, and similarity from it. But our galaxy creates a gravitational pull. And from this gravitational pulse, I don't see the chat here, but uh, hello to everybody. This gravitational pull here that it's created from all this energy, it has two positions for. That gravity creates the environment that we live. We are on this environment within the Milky Way. It's also within the universe itself. But that gravity, if you want to see it, for is basically this right here. Let me zoom in. I mean, you see this gravity pulse. That's basically gases. They are escaping out of the center of the black hole. Once collects everything. But why I'm telling you this? Why do you need to know this? What is this connected with you? What is this purpose for? Hopefully, this gonna be reached to people who understands this and why certain things are the way they are. Okay, so here in the Milky Way, currently they made a picture 2 days ago, and now begin to understand the astronomers. They begin to understand certain things. Maybe the astronomers can learn from us that we know something and give them an idea where they have to look. The astronomers have to look at it about these streams here right now. What is that power of the streams, of these gas streams is? As you see it, those gas streams are here. That is the gravitational spin, and that is the material that it spreads within the galaxy itself. What I'm talking about, those gas streams, is this right here. There is a gas streams, but that actually it's a material. It's something that it's material world, something that escapes. And the question will be if these streams, they are going to, as you see them here, they are much larger. But if those streams, they're going to penetrate this magnetic field here or not. And what does that got to do with us for it? If those streams, they escape this gravitation here, there's going to be a creation up here of new centers of black holes, new centers of gravitation. And this is how the universe will expand. That's going to be creating to another black hole, and then the universe expands. And astronomers have been looking at for this, how that operates, how the things are. Uh, they have to figure it out this when they monitoring galaxies that there has been a galaxy created, or black holes has been created on a galaxy that it's actually expand that. But how this expansion is within you. You need to understand that we are all one. If you understand oneness within the universe, you will understand the oneness from within yourself. That energies that we have from the universe, they are with us. They're working with us. They're doing with us. Josh. Hi, Josh. Hey, Donna. Thank you for being here. Um, and we are actually this variable. If these streams, they're going to penetrate and create a new world or not. We are the variable. During through all this process of creations of the galaxy and everything in the world and the love, we are producing through our way of thinking, we are producing energy. We are one giant battery that producing with the way of think and the way of acting and the way we send back into the universe. We are sending energy, and that energy goes into where? Go into the center of our solar system, and from there goes to the center of the central sun, which is the black hole. Okay, that's what that is. And the more material is sent, the more energy is sent out, the more giving we do, the better what comes up. But if we take, actually we are not going to be able to penetrate this gravitational pulse, and the galaxy is going to begin to shrink, kind of like eat itself out. Coming back to reincarnation process, which is the whole material is going to come up together and then it's going to explode. There has been astronomy positions of what's happening when two galaxies are coming together, because we have by astronomers, we have the Andromeda galaxy coming over to the Milky Way, or the Milky Way goes towards they're going towards each other, and then it's going to be this collision force. The funny part that I have kind of like a challenges to the astronomers is they have a way of uh, looking at this gravitational pull and push. And if they look at the gravitational pull and push, they will figure out that in order two things to coming together, the one has to be positive, the other negative. The magnetism of coming in together, or the one has more gravitation, more mass, which is that's what Andromeda galaxy is, than the one other. So that's how we attracting. But something interesting it is that magnetic field. I don't know if you see it. You probably don't see it, but it's got that scales of the field. There he is. Here you can see it, because the rest of it is kind of like a gray and black. That's a picture coming from NASA. Um, so that gravitational pull actually has its own magnetic pull or push. And we as a galaxy may be able to create pull or push towards the galaxy of Andromeda, kind of like a coming together and pull, push and pull. This is like same way we have this push and pull when we are twin flames. You guys know exactly what is that all about for it. And through this push and pulls that it's in universe, we actually have that energy from within of that push and pull. For all the religions, though, they're talking about you to become a better person. You can put more positiveness, more positive energy out there. You to do more good things, and the more positive, more energies we are putting out in the world, that energy field right here, it's going to grow. But if it doesn't grow, as you see it here, that energy here, it's going to continue to comes together. It comes together. Hi, Maria, and coming together. We actually is going to go back here, and we all out of this galaxy is going to come back for recycling or reincarnation, because the job wasn't done of the growth. And this understanding of this information, maybe for some of you, is going to be way over your head, but I'm trying to give you something that it's out there for you to realize who you are and why you're doing certain things, because it's not only about you. Okay, The people who tell me about them, you will see it there. The takers, they're the consumers. Uh, they missing this connection with spirituality, and that affects them. But the givers, you know them, you see them. They have a um, different energy out there. They have different smiles from within, and that's the people who actually creates this energy. And the shamanism, they knew this, that you have to be good with everyone, not just the people, but also to animals, to Mother Nature, and so on, because everything that is created and it's living, it's give that energy out there. It's not only humans. If you think that it's only humans, you'll screw it up. Okay. Um, but this, if you understanding this, you will understand why this is exist. Okay. The only thing is the astronomers, they have to figure it out right now. It's, are we gonna penetrate it, create a new galaxy, new black holes here or not? That will determine the success of what we do as a galaxy as a whole. It's not only about Earth, but that is something that probably, I don't know, maybe thousands of years from now, they will look into it more and more when they understand more and more things. I don't know if this video will survive by then. Um, Recycling, we're organic filters after all. Yes. And this is how we are recycling on a universal level. But once you understand recycling on a universal level, you will understand why you're doing what you're doing in the present. If you are suffering, you're in problems, and you got all this crazy things going on around down the hill, that's mean you don't produce, you take. If your life is happy, you positive, or you're doing, you're giving, and you know what is that goes on. Um, the escape of recycling, we can't escape to recycling. We cannot escape the reincarnation. We're not gonna escape to come back to the center as far as the material positions. The only escape we have is we become one with the light, and we escape to create a new world. Some of you know these creations of new world. Some of you know about this part of a new world, kind of like some of the spiritual, it's like creations of the new earth, the new earth. Yeah, we got to change to the new earth. We need to become a more different in our perceptions of what we operate with the energy, specifically with the uh, huh, uh, I see that YouTube froze for a little bit, and they reestablished the connection. Mercury retrograde. So I want to apologize for technical difficulties, but you guys understand it's Mercury retrograde in action. So some of the information, maybe lose, but we'll go for it. Faster roll. Hi, how are you? Do people ever come back as animals or plants? That is a kind of like a good questions, but I think so. You gotta be bad to the bones that you have to come back. It's, at some point as animal or a plant tree. Maybe if you hate animals, you have to learn what it is to be an animal. Or if you hate plants, it's so strong in you that you're destroying. Let's say if you're destroying animals, maybe you will be living as an animal. You will be destroyed as an animal to understand what you're doing. But that's what it is. will soul reincarnate in a human or maybe an animal or not for a while. Um, it all depends of contracts that were made from before, and it's um, all's gonna come back into what the new contracts will be here once we're all coming back there. That's is going to be. The reason this exists is that why everyone's talking about heading to the light or be the light is because once you evolve enough, you're going to be ejected with this stream because you will know how to originate new contracts. You will understand the originations within universe. You will understand things, be pretty much of everything that you need to know. So kind of like a set up the programs that's going to be set up into this new black holes, and it's going to be creating souls and creating creations of lives and so on and so on and so on. But you're doing this under the evaluations of the universe. The question is there's going to be a astronomy uh, uh, evidence of as the galaxies that have been done this. And the only thing you can see, since the black holes is basically invisible until now, they were invisible for the instruments and human eyes. Right now they are. And that's what I'm sharing this video, because I talk about these black holes many moons ago for it. But back then, there was only publications that they see a strange lights in the center of the Milky Way, and I told them it's the lights because the light is consumed by the black hole. And yeah, back then this kind of thing wasn't that much. But life, it is what it is. Okay. So what does that got to do with you? It's that the more, what do you want to do? Are you going to be recycling your experience within the Milky Way, within the universe, or are you going to be evolve enough to create new expendable energy? Because that energy can float and can go some places, can go out there. And some of you will feel this. That's what this is, a very specific video. Some of you will feel that energy. Some of you will not. And that is a level of understanding, of course. Okay, no blame, no shame, and no nothing. It's up to you what you want to do with it. What does that got to do with retrograde interference? Yeah, the Mercury retrograde. Maybe I said something that was not supposed to be said, or maybe it's too early. Maybe I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it. The only thing I saw that it popped out a little message on my screen said like your connection, it's been kind of like cut and it's going to be reinstated. And I don't know what I said when I said, but probably I repeat the information or something was. So what does that got to do with you though? So I'm going to come back here. It's the astrology wheel. But the gravitation here, if you look, this gravitation, I think that we are somewhere right in here, this point. We are in that field, I think, and we are this little tiny miny tank up here out of all this. Okay, so that gravitational pulls, it's energy. Okay, and that energy, we can feel it. It's more intense compared to our bodies are made for it. In order to get and work with this universe energy, We can comprehend it, but to work with it, we're not there yet. We can't, our bodies are not capable of this energy. It requires change within the brain and change within the DNA in order the next generations they can handle this energy. That will happen eventually with the evolution. If you follow it, evolution within the humans, we've been very, very kind of like so much with a missing link. It's the missing link between this kind of like the today's human with compared to the prehistoric humans, and still kind of like a little challenge. There is also a challenge within the why some people they have negative blood type and positive blood type. That's still also a big challenge within. So gravitation, the eclipses alter Earth magnets. It could affect us, but in order to understand, it's a very good question, Maria, and I will explain a little bit about this. You're talking about the eclipses, but in order to understand the eclipses, you have to understand the solar system, what that does. So I'm going to be kind of like beginning to draw all this. So kind of like understand what the gravitation does to us. I hope you guys like it a little bit more. Hi, Ray. Faster roll, yeah. Life path number 9, reincarnate. What does new number become? Is random. It's all depends of reincarnations. How many reincarnations? How many things? How many situations? How many stuff goes on? What's that correlated to twin flames? Let me tell you, the twin flames is to unite together to goes on. What's that correlated to twin flames? Let me tell you, the twin flames is to unite together to go in and build this new world. But that's far beyond some people. I mean, I remember when I was talking about certain things, there's something stuck in me. That is a Angie Carey, and she's like, Dio's talking about 5G, and you need to wear this hat with antennas to catch up what he means. Some of the things that I knew advanced, even Marla Kelly said, it's like Dio, sometimes you give information that it's way above. I am what I am, so I cannot change. It is what it is. So let me follow this. About the gravitation pulls. Okay, I want to present you like this is the sun. Okay, and here we got the planets. Let's say here it's the Earth and so on. Okay, and let's say that's how the magnetic poles are. You need to understand that a magnetic pole, it comes up and we're changing our season because our sun, okay, it doesn't just stay flat. Okay, our sun doesn't stay flat. Nothing stays flat within the universe. Okay, there is something that was done by National Observatory of Cambridge. That was a study a long time ago, which is they shows up that the universe is actually, it's not this position. The universe actually has this. So during this position, the sun goes down a little bit. So when the sun comes down, that's the new position of the sun, the gravitational pull is changing. So the gravitational pull is changing. So the Earth is facing that way because the pull, it's right in here. So we change from summer to winter, okay? But then later on, the sun comes back to its original position, and here is we are changing that magnetic pole, and that's what's affecting us. But since we are traveling, okay, and we have this retrograde motions within. So, for example, we are traveling this way, but there is a planet right here, and we're traveling this way. We see that that planet, that gravitational pull of this planet, it turns to a push, or the other way around. If the planet, it's kind of like right here. It all depends of how we see it. And this gravitational pull creates what? Creates an energy. And that energy affects the earth and everything on it. That's why it comes in with this gravitations of understanding that the gravitations are actually helping us to go back and rethink of where we originate and all this. It's step of evolution. Nothing is created without purpose, and so on and so on and so on. So um, that is about the retrograde interference, because the retrograde interference, we cannot just thinking about the evolution of material world. We have to think about the spiritual uh, evolutions for it. Gravitation, the eclipses after Earth magnetics. So the eclipses, if you take a look, I gotta make some new drawings. Okay, new drawings. 1 second, please. Can wipe it off quickly, as I mentioned I want. Okay. All right. So you understand what I was saying on this picture. When it comes up, it comes down. So I will draw right now. Okay. So we are having. Okay. All right. And when it okay, this is known spring and a summer, kind of like this is the time when the day and the night are the same. Right now, my brain is connected with the higher. I mean, can come back to get the work what it was. Anyway, so here it's that the Earth right here, and we responding to this. Okay, so man, I'm trying to get the word now. My brain's a little bit screwed up. So if you look at it, this is the moon nodes in astrology right here. That's south and that's north. And right now in the astrology, we are going to have an actual moon is going to step uh, right in this point, okay? And here is the sun. So the sun is going to shine through it, but there's going to be no light. And we are going to see this kind of like darkness from within the moon, okay? And what is that got to do with us, okay? And it's that effects of this eclipses Thank you. And the gravitational pulls, it is about uh, and gravitational why, whatever they are, because they are pointing into a certain constellation from within. Okay. And if you look at it right now, here it's Taurus, and here is Scorpio. So the south side facing Scorpio, and that Scorpio is what we did in the past, our dark side, our darkness, and everything else. Compared to Taurus is what we can create new, what we can create stable, what we get off of this material situations. So we are having kind of like this energy of pulse and push is affecting us in a way, because the energy it's pointing towards certain constellation, and the constellations they have a certain energy that affects us. That's how the astrology came in, and that's how the things are. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Yes, I'm adding the black hole idea here. Please forgive, I'm off track. Uh, it's all about if you can understand this. I mean, it's for your own information to know that we are all one in the universe, and for expansion of the universe, it is about the producing of energy and good vibes and a good energy towards the center, so we can create and expand within the universe. That's how the universe expands. There is no such a something for nothing for it. So as you know that maybe there is no life forms, for example, at the beginning in some places in Earth, but all of a sudden Mother Nature says it's fruit, that's how it is. Hessa, hi, thank you for joining in. So what does that got to do with astrology, though? What that has to do with astrology? Okay. So you were born at a specific time, a specific place, at specific configurations as a magnetic field. That represents who you are as a battery. That represents what you possess, what kind of energy you are. You're a giver, taker. Actually, we have our own choice for this. But if you're a taker, you're here to learn how to give. If you're a giver, you'll learn what taking is, so you can understand the processes within the universe. It's about learning. If you understand these positions down the road, that's going to be good for you. Okay, so let's see, go back into astrology. Okay. So when you are born, you have some of you had a astrology, astro psychology, kind of like that's what I do. Some of you are here and they know what that looks like and how it helps in life. You understand better yourself, and you know where the focus needs to be. But basically, that gravitational pull is determined over the years. Um, Capricorn North Node. And you need to understand a Capricorn North Node depends on what house is, because my node it's in Capricorn. Okay, it is about something to do with being a public servant, and you will understand this probably over the years. But it all depends on what house could be, because it depends on the house. You can't determine it for it, because mine, it's in the sixth house, okay, and it says here, I surf. My north node, it's here in the sixth house, and the sixth house says I surf. I'm doing my karma, I'm doing my destiny. That's what it is. And has it just like me. Yeah, well, now you understand certain things are the way they are and why this is works. Okay, so if you know your chart, you know your astrology, you right now make the correlations between universe and astronomy and astrology right now, and what's within you. And that's what this video is about. You understand that we are all one, kind of like a higher level of oneness, but put it in human-based words, which is sometimes very hard to explain all this stuff with the language that we have. Okay, so astrology-wise, when you are born, you have an ascendant that says I am. This is why you always look in situations in your life, kind of like determines your personality, but also determines how you look everything in this life, pretty much. And the first place, okay. Number two, that is the money, possession, follow, values, skills. That is a Taurus. That's where the North Node right now is, and we're talking about the material stuff. The South Node, though, it's shared resources, and there's going to be evaluations about right now when we have the lunar eclipse. We're going to have evaluations of sex, death, letting go, regeneration, other people's money, what we're doing with other people's money. So that's what an astrology is. From here to here, that's the personal stuff you do. From here to here, what do you do with things in life? Okay, so if you know your astrology chart, you will figure out things out. This is kind of like one of the basic explanations in astrology. But if you connect it with the vibes and you understand certain planets, what they do, you can put it in. Okay. Here, the 12th house. Okay. That is understanding about solitude, institutions, transcendence, self-sabotage. This is the spiritual life. You make that evaluation, because sometimes you might be self-sabotage yourself in life. If you have a planet there, you will understand. Okay. So this is the 12 houses. As you look here, this is about, I think that's about Gemini. The third house is about friends, your activities, your situations. The fourth house represents Cancer. That is about family. I surf. That is about romance, children. Yeah, you surf your children. Okay. But here it's the I surf. That's the most part. And if you have a Capricorn here in the sixth house, this will become your destiny, your possession, profession, and so on. Because Capricorn is about the 10th house, which is a career, status, reputation. So if you determine it where your ascendant is, you will determine the rest of the stuff for. Okay, so now I can take a few questions, kind of like giving you a basic heads up of something that goes on. I'm just so proud of this team that they made a picture about the black hole, because the black hole, kind of like confirmed the things that I know so far. I was waiting for this confirmation for a while. even though I talked to a few people about it, but there was not actually physical evidence for it. And when the physical evidence comes in, I was so excited yesterday. I watched the whole kind of like introductions to this and what took them to make this. And it's an amazing because I'm also a technology person, and kind of like put it in my brain. I'm like, oh my God, they did a lot of work. It was like, but this is kind of like a small, tiny job. The astronomers have to work on it to see where we are going, how far we've been, and what's the situation out within our own home, which is the Milky Way, because you're changing that perception of home from home, be your apartment, your house, but then you change it to a person, changing into a town, and to a country, to Earth, to solar system, to a Milky Way, to figure out that the home is actually in the universe. And that takes acceptance and big levels. Uh, uh, Sky maps. Yeah, that's one good thing. The sky maps, you can take a look at them. There was a website back then. I actually made a video a while back that I was talking about this, maybe like 4 years ago. I think I did a similar video, but this is now more makes sense of things that happens right now. So if you guys want me to talk about something in particular aspects, something in certain things, let me know. But things will come up. All right. All right, guys. If there is no questions, let me know. And we're gonna go ahead and close this thing. For tomorrow, if one of you have something in mind to talk about it, let me know. Otherwise, I think that I'm gonna be talking about look the shadow from within as a twin flame. I think that is a very good topic to be looked for, and very good things to be understood from within. Because if you don't look at it, your shadow work, and you producing energy of maybe 15% capacity, then if you've done your shadow work, maybe put it into a 30, and you evolve a little bit and you do extra work, then you increasing your capacity, and then you begin to have, let's say, 50-60% for also the opening of this capacity inside of you. It's your capacity of production as energy can increase and benefits not only the people around you, it benefits everything. It benefits the Earth, benefits the solar system, benefits the universe, the galaxy, and so on and so on. So thank you so much for watching the video. I apologize for this stopping the live session. But yes, it is what it is. Mercury retrograde, gotta love it. I will do the astrology report live tomorrow. But it's gonna be after the video about the shadow work. Okay, guys. So thank you for being here, and you guys be loved.